Hey everybody, today we'll be taking a look at Guillotine, a quick card game for 2 to 5 players with quite a unique theme, which is decapitating people during the French Revolution. What do you get in this tiny little box? You get a very nice cardboard guillotine, you get a deck of noble cards in different colors, and you get a deck of action cards. Setup is really easy. You just put out 12 nobles after you have shuffled the deck in front of the guillotine, like so. And you deal out 5 action cards to every person. Play is very easy. On your turn you can play an action card, but you're not obligated to. Next you chop off the head of the first person in line, which you are obligated to, and it goes to your score pile. For example, this lieutenant is worth 2 points. And then next I draw another action card and play goes to the next player. You continue until all the nobles in the line are gone, and then you put out 12 more and you do this 3 times, so the game plays for 3 days, and that's it. Let's take a look at some of the action cards. My version is in Dutch, but that shouldn't really be a problem. Let's say this one is push. What he does is move a noble of your choice 2 places ahead, which you can also see at the symbols. So if I play this one first, I can put this 2 places ahead and then chop his head off, the regent instead of the lieutenant, and he's worth 4 points instead of 2. So that would have been a good move. The theme, as you can see, is actually quite dark, a bit macabre. Chopping off heads, but the artwork is very cartoony and funny, so it kind of makes up for it. Another example of an action card where you can see the humor of the game is a lack of religion, actually lack of conviction is the translation, and it says move the first blue card to the head of the line, and blue cards are religious cards. So if we look at my line, the first blue one is over here. It's the Archbishop, and he's also worth 4 points. So if I play that card, lack of conviction, I can put him to the head of the line, chop his head off and get 4 points. There are also other action cards which you can just lay in front of you, and at the end of the game you get, let's say, 1 point extra for each blue card you have. So that's something else that's in that action card deck. Also, the cards which you will be decapitating, some have special abilities. If we take a look at this one, the Palace Guard, his ability is that he's worth, at the end of the game, how many you have of them. So if you have 5 Palace Guards, they are each worth 5 points. Another special card that's right now is Robespierre, and what he says is if you decapitate him, the day is over. So if you can put him ahead, chop his head off, day is over, even if there are still 9 nobles out, and you go to the next day. So there are cards with special abilities. There are also negative ones, like this one, the Martyr. She is worth -1, so you really don't want to get that, her. And that's really all there is to this game. Very easy, very quick. So, after that overview, I think it's really clear for everyone that this game is really easy to explain. It's just play an action card, chop the head of the first noble and draw a new card. The action cards, make sure there's interaction and some screwage. The turns move really fast. It plays 2 to 5 players, and it is okay with all those numbers, but I prefer it with 3 or 4 players. 2 is a bit boring, and 5 gets a bit hectic and a bit longer. A small minus for me is there's some reading involved. If you take a look at these action cards, there really are a lot, and they're all different. Some of them are, you can just by the symbols know what they do, the ones that make nobles move in line, but there's also a lot of them with just text on them. And when you start a game and you get 5 of these, everybody is really reading their 5 cards. There's also an action card that's let you steal a card from a player, and then you first have to read all his cards. So there is some reading, not that much, and it's not that bad, but it's a small minus for me. Furthermore, there are some choices to this game. Which action card are you gonna play? Are you just not gonna play one so you have more the next turn? But all in all, there's some luck involved. Of course, it's a card game, so there's luck of the draw. But it's a fun and fast filler. If you're not bothered by the team, which is decapitating people, if you can see the fun of that, then it's just a good filler. It's decent. I can't play this for hours, but it's good to throw between two games, or just to start off a game night, or to end one when you're too tired to really do a lot of heavy thinking. So that's my review of Guillotine. If you have any questions, just post them, I will answer. See you guys.